I'm definitely not a train spotter, but I do love a good steam train. And I guess it's just that movement on the wheels, the pistons, the conrods, all of that stuff. And then there's the noise and the smoke. The train set, yeah, I was hooked quite early on. Went through a few. But I remember my first Hornby being an Intercity 225, and it was a slight disappointment that it wasn't a steam engine. However, what I loved about it compared to my previous sets was that the track had real looking sleepers, real looking rails, and the engine, it did look much better, much more impressive. I remember buying my second Hornby set myself, and it was like an entry level tank engine, but it fascinated me. It had the conrod, it had the wheel movement, and that was me hooked. And so to Hornby Live Steam and a cat that rips the box. So we're going to look at an engine only, or a loco, sorry, and I'm going to keep you in suspense and not reveal it yet. And all this stuff is what makes it interesting. So you've got the steam oil, which you put in with that smaller syringe, and then you've got this special water, which you put in with the bigger syringe. That's a little box wrench for the conrods, and then a little flathead to undo the boiler. That's where you put the water. And provided I get it in shot, this is the engine, a Flying Scotsman. So as nerdy as my knowledge gets, this is a special edition with the second tender. I guess that's to commemorate the whole London to Edinburgh run. And out the box you can see it's really nicely detailed. It's got the piston, the conrod, and some fake valve gear. Onto the cab, where inside you see the LEDs you used to drive it. Now this first tender is the one that has the little boiler in it there. And finally the second tender, which is just a dummy. These really are steam powered, so let's have a look at what it takes to get it up and running. First is some steam oil, and of course this is to lubricate everything. Pop off the little funnel, and we're going to unscrew the little oil cap. In that tiny hole there, we're going to just use that syringe to get the oil in. And we're just going to tighten that up so it doesn't come out. Next up is the water that will be boiled in that boiler. 25 millilitres will get us about half hour. So as I fill that, basically the track powers that boiler, the boiler creates the steam goes to the cylinders. I'm just going to nip this tight so nothing can escape. You'd never know. We're all topped up, on track, ready to go. Pop the power on the track so the boiler can now start to boil the water. 10 minutes later and our first jettison of steam. She's ready. Not to bore you too much, but you flick this lever, that opens the throttle valve, and you're away. Hey! It's very analog to control, but the whistle represents neutral, and you've got either side of that, which is obviously forward or reverse. We've got a nice bit of slow-mo here, and from loco to train when you add the carriages. I know enough that these are the right carriages, but I don't know the order they necessarily go in, so oh well. Some more indulgent slow-mo. And to start slowing down, we're just flicking that lever back the other way until it eventually stops. Now this is just an engine, so there's all of that kind of goes with it. Perhaps if you want more info on that, let me know, comment, subscribe. Thanks a lot for watching.